Hello ladies and gentlemen, Michael coming at you with another video here on Archangel 15. Today's video, how to get water from a well without a well pump or electricity. This is basically reserved for a doomsday type scenario. I don't know, EMP, martial law, cyber terror attack. Your guess is as good as mine. You will not want to do this unless you absolutely have to. It'll make your well inoperable. It probably costs a couple $1,000s to have a professional come out here and install new stuff. As well, you want to have your well water tested for harmful bacteria and nitrates, which shouldn't be in your body. So this is a disclaimer. Please do not make any impetuous decisions. First thing, like I said, you would need to do is make your well inoperable with the well pump and the standard casing that's in there. You'd have to remove all that out. And depending on how far your well goes down, it could be a fairly arduous process. May need the help of a friend or something to do that if you had to. After you get that removed and you have an unobstructed way down to the bottom, you want to make the contraption itself, which for this I used a regular aluminum baseball bat. I have other stuff I've engineered out of copper, which is a lot more elaborate, and I like the copper a lot better than the aluminum. Aluminum's known to cause Alzheimer's. I know that. You don't need to leave me any messages on that. This is a standard aluminum baseball bat made in America, which I kind of like. I took a Dremel, cut out the top, little square around the top here. I left it in a little bit, so when you put it down the steel casing, it doesn't allow any iron or particulates to get into the bat with your water and everything else. You're probably going to want to put it through some type of filtration or distillation system before you drink it, but you could use it for bathing or for to flush your toilet or something like that if you absolutely had to. I've seen some other contraptions on the internet that are like a lot more involved, I guess you could say. They're like PVC tubing and require a lot more construction. I like this because it's kind of a fail-safe design. Again, you would cut out the top here. When you cut the top out, you need to remove some of the foam. There's like foam corking in the bat or something, so you need to take that out. I drilled 2 holes on either side here and ran some regular, I think 18 gauge copper wire and basically rigged it in. I took some regular masonry line and tied it in as well. Depending on how far down your well goes, you may want to use thicker gauge line. If it goes down a couple 100 feet, you may risk breaking this off or something in there. Mine only goes down about 30 to 50 feet, so this is sufficient. On the bottom, I basically rigged a brass fitting which acts as a ballast weight, again with the copper wire. This is a very simple design, and my overall purpose of doing this is to help people stay out of FEMA camps. In the event something bad were to happen, which I pray to God it doesn't, the first people that are going to go to the camps are the people who don't have food and water. You can live a lot longer without food, without food than you can water. You can also be a lot more resourceful for food sources as well. Perhaps another video, another time. So, I'm going to run this down here. I'm going to let it go down. If you wanted to, you could put it on some type of a wheel or pulley system or any number of things. Okay, once you hit the bottom, give it a slight yank. You can hear it start to go down. I have about 30 feet of water table in here, so I'm going to let it go down halfway or so before I start to pull it back up. And then I'm going to start to pull up here. The water table in your well will typically vary from different times of the year. Fall and spring and summer, depending on how much rain we get and so forth, and snow melt, etc., etc. Again, there's no pressure system or any type of filtration system on this. This is straight out of the ground. If you do ever look at your baby blue pressure tanks that are in your basement, you'll see some of them actually say contains a small amount of lead, which I believe is a conspiracy on another level myself. I'm not a big fan of the saltwater softener crystals as well. But that's just my opinion. So, then you pull it up, and you have clean drinking water. You could obviously use a bigger bat or a smaller one, but you wouldn't want it to be too heavy. At 9 pounds a gallon, it would become pretty hard to pull it up after a while. Again, this is without any type of system at all. A lot of the elite people have extremely high quality systems from Belgium, Switzerland, and so forth. The water in their swimming pools is probably better than the water that you get in your house and you bathe in. I'm not joking about this. But anyways, I hope that we never need to use this. I pray to God. But at least you'll know how in the event that we do. You may save your family someday. As always, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you for your time. God bless.